we will be making a simple quiz app, and while making that app we will be using some tech. We will be learning about some things like fetching data from an API, how to use effect hook in our React functional component, how to use state hook. So, and I will be using this API, this Amazon AWS Smoke API, to get the data from our quiz app. Okay. So basically, let's just learn basic things about them. So we use this effect to perform side effects in our application. And here side effects means that getting data from an API or doing some DOM manipulation. Okay, and we use state hook to save a state to use further in our component. Okay, in our component. So let's start this thing. Here I have started my application on server, and today we will be writing modular code and also try to write clean code also. Okay, so just give it a name as our app, which app. Okay, so give it a name as quiz app, and we got that one here. I think we should give this one as H1. That would look really nice. Okay, so first of all we will be to get data from an API. We will be using this function for that, and we need a state to save the data that we will get from our API. So data and that data. So state. It will be an empty array. So we need to import use state manually. I think import use state from React, and let's just import use effect also, because we need to use that one. So let us understand why we need use effect. So in order to call this get data function, we use effect. So it will not affect the efficiency of our application, and we will pass an empty array. So it is a dependency array. So if you will be passing any state here, then our component will be reloaded every time that state will change. Okay, so if we just keep an empty array here, it will be run only once. That's our function called get data. So as we are making a function, it should return something. So we will return fetch, returning this data here. Okay, so let's just find where the API is. Okay, I will be using fetch for that purpose. After that we will get a response. We will do response.json, and then we will just need to console our response, and let us see that what are we getting from this API. Let's just go to our server, click on inspect, go to our console, and see we are getting an object, and that object have two key value pairs. First one is data, and second is total pages. So we just need the data. We will be just doing response.data. After saving, then we can see that we got an array that have 10 objects. Okay, so we just need to make our app using these 10 objects only. Here, instead of consoling this thing, we can save this data in our state. So I will using the second function set data for this purpose. Okay, now we need to map all over of our data. So it will have item and I. as we have talked about that we using we will be using component based approach. Okay, so for that purpose let us make a folder named components, and here I will be having component question.jsx. So I am using JSX because it gives a recommendation or a React function component. Okay, we got this function component here, and we will be importing it here. So question, we got this component here also. I will be passing my item as item here, and I will also pass the index as I. So we have passed the props. So props is a method in React to pass data from parent to child. Here we will be getting the same properties we have passed item and I. Okay. So in order to check, we will be writing next to item dot question, and I will be writing item dot id in order to give it numeric form. Let us just check. So here we are getting all of our items, all of the questions that we are getting from the API. Now let us see what we need to do more. We need to make another component for these options to show these options. Okay. Now let's go to our components, and we will be making another option. Option will be a better name. We have created a function component. So for options, we just need to item dot options map all of on our options, open and index. Let us just import option here. Okay, option. As I think we will get to see 4 options under every question. Now let's just provide the options to this one. Option will be option and index will be I. And we also give it a key. So React won't give us an unnecessary warning again and again to provide it a key. Now we will be getting option here and index. So we should give it a key index, and here I will be using a p tag. Inside the p tag I will be using input type radio. Here is radio, yes. Here I will be giving it a name of, we can give it a name of option. So we need to give the name same. ID will be in IDX, and we will put our option in our label tag. For we will be given the at to IDX. Okay, now we just need to put our option here, and surprise, we get all of our options as well as the input type radio button. Okay, so here we need to create some states for every question. So let's just do that thing also. Now let's create a state for our chosen answer. I will be also giving it name as answer and the function as set answer. We will be using use state here. By default it will be null. Okay, I will be passing these two things in my option answer and set answer as set answer. Okay, till now we have done a great job. I don't know why my cursor is not working very well. So answer and set answer. We got both of these things. So here we need answer in order to, okay, we also need the correct answer. So we can also do that thing. Correct index we can get by using item dot, what will be the name for that one? Correct option index. Correct option index. We also need to import that one here. We need correct index and answer to check if our answer is right or wrong. That's all only. So as soon as we do only click on here, we will be running the callback function, and we will change our answer to our index. So I think that it is enough for all of the, yeah, it's working nicely I think now. Okay, we have got answer, set answer. Yes, until now these things are working fine. Let us once refresh our application. See, we are still getting an error about our keys, but we will fix that later. Okay, so no issues. Okay, let's just get me. I will drink some water so that I will go. Okay, so thanks for waiting. Now let's start again. We are at options, so we will also need to change its background color as soon as we click this thing. I will be using font style in line styling for that purpose, and for background purpose, background color, I will pass certain conditions. First condition will be my answer will be equal to my index. Then if it will be true, then what I will and what I should do, and if it is not true, then what I will perform. Okay, so here I will set another condition. If my answer is equal to correct index, then I will put my background color as green, else I will put it as red. And for our final condition, I have selected a color of, yeah, this one, sky blue. Okay, so let's just give it some style. Add style. Let us see what it will show. Okay, it is showing. We can see it's working fine, right? See what is JSX, JavaScript, XML. So it's working fine. What is purpose of state? To store management in a component. So let us just provide some style to it. Okay. So first of all, we need to read these warnings. I have provided. I think I included in key at every place. I don't know why it is giving me still these errors. Now let's see what we can do. We can also put a condition to our color property. So if my answer will be equal to my index, then my color will be white, else it will be black. See, it will show it now. It's nice thing. Let us just put something here also. We can write inline styling for here also. Like I can give it a fixed width of 40%, so it will look nice in our desktop screen. Yeah, it's looking really nice. After margin auto, it will look more cool now. Yes, it's looking nice. Now we just need to provide some font size here, font size of 24 pixels will be sufficient, and margin I will be putting here as 10 pixels. Yes, till now it's really nice. I will give it a padding of 10 pixels, and my border radius will be also, I think, 12 pixels will look good. Now let us check. So it's looking nice. If I will click on any of the wrong index, then it will be, and its background will be red. Okay, till now it's looking nice. I just want to implement one more thing here. So as we can see that we have a correct index here. Okay, so I just need to put a button here, and on clicking on that button, we should see the answer. So we should be able to see the answer. For that purpose, I will again take a step. Its name will be show answer, and set show answer will be its second function. By default, it will be false because we don't want to show anything else. And I will be putting a condition here. We usually call this the ternary operators. Okay, so if my show answer is true, then my text will be hide answer, and if my show answer is false, then my text should be show answer. Okay, I will be writing styles for this here also as in line style. I will give it a name of button style, and here I will be giving it background color of crimson. Border will be none, and my color will be not color will be white. Font size will be 24 pixels. Again, my padding will be 10 pixels from top and bottom, and 20 pixels from left and right. Let us provide the style to the button. Style will be button style. Let us see how it looks. Now it's looking nice. Let us just give it some margin and some border radius. Margin will be 17 pixels will be okay, and our border radius we will be giving of 10 pixels. I think it looks perfect now. We just need to add another component here. So if our show answer will be true, then it will show something like our component, and we will be showing item dot options. So we will be showing the correct option, item dot correct option index, and on click we will be toggling our state so that we can just see and hide our answer. On click we will run a callback function, and we will be setting our set show answer by using the not operator, not show answer. So what this not operator will do, every time if our show answer will be true, then it will convert it to the false, and if our show answer is false, then it will convert it to true. Based on the condition, we can see this component or this part of our code. Let us just see what we can see here. So if I will click on show answer, then it will show the answer. Okay, now let's just take a look at our application, how it is working, and let us take a quick quiz. So what is React? We already know it is a JavaScript framework for building user interfaces. Now let us just know what is JSX. You already know it is a JavaScript XML syntax extension for JavaScript. Now, what is purpose of the state in React? So we know that a state is used to store and manage data within a component, and we can do that thing by using useStateHook from React. And also we can use these hooks only in functional components, because in class components we don't need these hooks. Now let's go to question number 4. What is a React component? So it is a reusable self-contained piece of UI. That is also correct. Then let's move to now question number 5. What is a virtual DOM? We know it is a lightweight copy of the real DOM. Now let's learn what are React hooks. So React hooks are the simple functions that add additional functionality to our component. We can use the state of our component. We can perform side operations, and many other. We have many other hooks like we have React hooks, so use state, use effect, use context. We use context to provide data to all of our application. Use memo, use callback. We use memo and use callback to optimize our application, and many more. We also have some custom hooks. We will learn them in future. So what is the purpose of use effect hook in React? Yes, we talked about that it used to perform side effect operations in our React application. Then what is the purpose of props object in React? We have talked about that props are used to pass data from parent to child component. Now what are key features of React? We learned that component-based architecture, virtual DOM, JSX. These are all the features of our React. And now let's move to last question. What is the significance of virtual DOM? So virtual DOM is a performance optimization technique in order to improve rendering speed. That option is correct. So that's all for today. Thank you for your time.